Luna and the Glowing Friendship. Deep in a beautiful forest, there lived a little rabbit named Luna. Luna had the softest, light gray fur, just like moonlight dancing on clouds. Her nose was the sweetest shade of pink, like the most delicate spring petals, and her big blue eyes always sparkled with kindness. But Luna had a little worry that lived in her heart. She was very, very shy, always hiding behind her mama and never daring to play with the other forest animals. Whenever her neighbor Oliver the squirrel invited her to collect acorns together, Luna would blush and shake her head, then quickly scamper back home. Whenever the graceful Bella the deer invited her to chat by the stream, Luna would also lower her head shyly and whisper, "Thank you, but I have things to do." Luna's mama was the gentlest rabbit mother in the whole forest. She had warm brown fur and loving eyes, always patiently encouraging Luna. "My dear little one," Mama Rabbit would say, softly stroking Luna's head, "you have the most beautiful heart, and the other animals would surely love to be your friend." But Luna would always shake her head, hugging Mama's arm tightly. "But Mama, I don't know what to say. What if they don't like me? What if I say something wrong?" Luna's voice was as soft as a whisper of wind through flower petals. Mama Rabbit would always smile and kiss Luna's forehead. "Sweetheart, true friends will love the real you. You just need to be yourself, and that's enough." One summer evening, the forest was bathed in golden sunset light. The air was filled with the sweet fragrance of wildflowers, and little birds sang gentle lullabies from the tree branches. Luna sat alone in the small garden in front of her home, as she always did, watching the other animals play happily in the distance. Oliver the squirrel was playing hide and seek with several little rabbits, their laughter ringing like silver bells. Bella the deer and her friends were dancing gracefully by the stream, their silhouettes beautiful as fairy tale princesses in the sunset. Luna watched them, feeling both envious and sad. How she wished she could be brave enough to join them. But every time she thought about walking over and talking to them, her heart would beat fast, like a little drum going thump, thump, thump. Just then, a special light caught Luna's attention. In the corner of the garden, near the old oak tree, there was a golden glow flickering gently. The light was warmer than the sunset and brighter than the stars, as if someone had lit a tiny lantern in the darkness. Luna stood up curiously and carefully walked toward the glowing light. As she got closer, she was amazed to discover it was a firefly. But this wasn't an ordinary firefly. This firefly was a bit larger than the others, and the light he gave off was the most beautiful golden color, like liquid gold flowing through the night sky. "Hello," the firefly said in a friendly voice that sounded like wind chimes dancing in a gentle breeze. "I'm Spark. You must be Luna, right? I often see you sitting here." Luna blinked in surprise. Someone had noticed her and knew her name? Her cheeks immediately turned as pink as sunset clouds. "Hello," Luna said softly, her voice as light as a falling feather. "How do you know my name?" Spark chuckled gently, his glow becoming even warmer. "Because I'm often alone too. I noticed that you always sit here by yourself and you look so kind and gentle. I thought maybe we could be friends? Luna's eyes grew wide. Someone wanted to be her friend? It felt like she was having a beautiful dream. But at the same time, she felt a little nervous. But I'm not very good at talking, Luna said honestly. I never know what to say. Spark flew gently in front of Luna, his glow especially warm in the twilight. That's perfectly fine. We don't have to say a lot. Sometimes the best friends are those who can sit quietly together and enjoy each other's company. Luna felt warmth spreading through her heart, like drinking a cup of hot cocoa. She carefully sat down, and Spark gently landed on a little daisy beside her. Your light is so beautiful, Luna whispered, brighter than any firefly I've ever seen. Spark's glow dimmed slightly. Thank you for saying that, but sometimes I feel like my light is too bright. The other fireflies always say I'm too flashy and make them uncomfortable, so I often fly alone. Luna looked at Spark in surprise. So this firefly who seemed so confident and beautiful had the same worries as she did? But your light really is special, Luna said sincerely. It makes me feel safe and warm. Spark's glow brightened again. Really? You really think so? Of course, Luna nodded, discovering that talking with Spark was much easier than she had imagined. You know what? I've always envied creatures who can glow. You can bring light to others in the darkness. What a wonderful gift that is. From that day on, Luna and Spark became the very best of friends. Every evening at twilight, when the other animals went home to prepare for sleep, Luna would come to the garden and spend wonderful time with Spark. Spark would tell Luna about the beautiful sights he saw while flying through the forest. He described the stream sparkling under moonlight, the night-blooming jasmine opening under the starry sky, and the mysterious little creatures that were active at night. Luna listened with fascination, her eyes twinkling with curiosity and wonder. And Luna would share her knowledge of flowers with Spark. She knew which flowers bloomed at what times, which flowers had the sweetest fragrance, and how to care for delicate little seedlings. Spark was amazed to discover that this shy little rabbit actually knew so many interesting things. Luna, you know so much, Spark said admiringly. You should share this knowledge with the other animals. They would love to hear it. But Luna still shook her head. I still don't dare. What if they think I'm boring? Spark flew gently to Luna's shoulder. Dear friend, you're not boring at all. You're the most interesting and kindest friend I've ever met. Trust me, others will think so too. As time passed, Luna became more and more cheerful with Spark's companionship. She began to look forward to their twilight time together each day, anticipating the wonderful moments with her best friend. Spark's encouragement was like sunshine, slowly melting the ice and snow in Luna's heart, helping her begin to believe that she, too, was worthy of love and friendship. One night, when Luna and Spark were chatting, they heard crying in the distance. It was a small, frightened voice that sounded especially lonely in the night wind. What's that sound? Luna asked worriedly. Spark immediately flew higher, using his bright light to illuminate the direction the sound was coming from. "It looks like a little animal is lost," he said. "The sound is coming from deep in the forest." Luna's heart immediately tightened. The deep forest was dangerous at night, with many tall trees and thick bushes that could easily make small animals lose their way. And there were some deep little holes there, too. If you fell in, it would be very hard to climb out. "We should go help," Sparks said firmly. "But the deep forest is very dark. I need to use my light to show the way. Luna, will you come with me?" Luna's heart beat fast. Go into the deep forest? On such a dark night? She had never left the safe area near her home at night, but thinking of a little animal crying in fear, waiting for help, Luna felt she couldn't just stand by and do nothing. I'm a little scared," Luna said honestly. "But if someone needs help, we should go help them, right?" Spark's glow became even warmer and brighter. "That's right, Luna. And you won't be alone. I'll be right beside you, lighting the way with my glow. We're best friends, and we'll face any difficulty together." Luna took a deep breath and then nodded bravely. "Okay, let's go." So Luna and Spark set off on their rescue mission. Spark flew ahead, his golden glow like a moving lantern lighting their path forward. Luna followed behind, and though her heart was still a little nervous, thinking of having a friend beside her made courage slowly grow in her heart. The forest became completely different at night. The familiar paths of daytime now looked mysterious and strange, with tree shadows swaying in Sparks' light like they were dancing an ancient dance. But Luna discovered that with Sparks' light for company, the darkness wasn't as scary as she had imagined. They walked deeper and deeper, and the crying became clearer and clearer. It was a young voice full of fear and despair. "We're almost there," Spark whispered. "The sound is just ahead." Suddenly, Luna heard a familiar voice. "Mama! Mama! I'm here! I can't find my way home." Luna's heart jumped. That was Oliver the squirrel's voice. She immediately recognized her usually cheerful and lively little neighbor. "It's Oliver," Luna told Spark. "He must have wandered too far while playing and gotten lost." They quickened their pace and soon found the source of the sound. In the middle of a thick patch of bushes, there was a small clearing where Oliver was curled up at the base of a big tree, his little body shivering in the night wind. His eyes were red, clearly having cried for a long time. "Oliver," Luna called softly. The little squirrel looked up, and when he saw Luna and the glowing Spark, his eyes immediately lit up. "Luna, is that you? I thought I'd never see anyone again." Luna quickly ran to Oliver's side and gently hugged the frightened little squirrel. "It's okay, Oliver. We're here to take you home." But when they prepared to leave, Luna discovered a problem. On the path they had taken to get there, there was a stream that during the day had low water levels that small animals could easily jump across. But now, because of the night dew and water flowing down from the mountains, the stream had become deep and fast-flowing. Even worse, the other paths leading home were all blocked by fallen branches and thick thorn bushes. It seemed they would have to find a way to cross this stream to get home. "What should we do?" Oliver asked worriedly. "I can't swim and the water looks very deep." Spark flew above the stream, using his light to illuminate the water's surface. "The water is indeed very deep and flowing fast. We need to find a safe way to cross." Lena carefully observed their surroundings. Suddenly, she noticed that not far upstream there was a thick branch spanning across both banks. The branch looked sturdy enough to support the weight of small animals. "Look there," Luna pointed to the branch. "We can walk across on that branch." But when they got closer, Luna discovered another problem. Though the branch was sturdy, its surface was smooth and had become somewhat slippery in the night's moisture. For a little squirrel like Oliver, walking across might be dangerous. "I'm scared," Oliver said quietly. "What if I fall?" Luna looked at the frightened Oliver, then at the somewhat dangerous-looking branch. Her heart was a little scared too, but she knew that as a friend, she had to help Oliver. "I have an idea," Luna said. "Oliver, climb on my back. I'll carry you across the stream." "But Luna," Spark said worriedly, "that would be very dangerous. You'd have to keep your balance while carrying Oliver, and be careful not to slip." Luna took a deep breath. She remembered what Mama had once told her. True courage isn't about not being afraid, but about doing the right thing, even when you are afraid. "I know it's dangerous," Luna said, "but Oliver needs our help, and—" She looked at Spark, her eyes shining with determination. "I have the best friend in the world to light my way. I believe we can do it." Spark was deeply moved by Luna's courage. His glow became brighter than ever before, like a little sun illuminating the entire area. "You're right, Luna. I'll use my brightest light to show you the way and make sure you both cross safely." Oliver gratefully climbed onto Luna's back, holding tightly around her neck. "Thank you, Luna. You're really brave." Luna carefully stepped onto the branch. In Spark's bright glow, she could clearly see where each step should go. The branch was indeed somewhat slippery, but Luna concentrated, moving forward slowly, step by step. "You're doing great, Luna," Spark encouraged. "Just like that, take your time. Don't rush." Oliver on Luna's back also tried his best to keep balanced, not wanting to add any extra burden for her. "Luna, you really are the best friend," he whispered. "I always wanted to play with you, but I thought you didn't like me," Luna said, while carefully walking. "I was just too shy and didn't know how to start." Like this, under Spark's warm glow, with friends encouraging each other, Luna successfully carried Oliver safely across the stream. When her feet touched the ground on the other side, she felt an unprecedented sense of accomplishment and pride. "We did it," Luna said happily, her eyes sparkling with joy. "Luna, you're amazing," Oliver said excitedly. "You're the bravest rabbit I've ever seen." Spark flew in front of Luna, his glow warm and proud. "I knew you could do it. You've always had this courage. You just needed a chance to show it." On the way home, the three good friends walked together, all feeling especially happy. Oliver kept thanking Luna for her help, and Luna discovered that chatting with friends was such a natural and joyful thing. When they returned to the familiar edge of the forest, Oliver's mama was anxiously searching for her little one. Seeing Oliver return safely, Mama Squirrel was so moved that tears flowed from her eyes. "My little one, where did you go? I was so worried." Mama Squirrel hugged Oliver tightly. "Luna saved me," Oliver said excitedly. "She and Spark came to find me and even carried me across the river. Luna is really brave." Mama Squirrel looked at Luna gratefully, her eyes full of tears. "Luna, thank you for saving my child. You really are a very special and brave little rabbit." Luna's cheeks turned pink again, but this time not from shyness, but from pride and happiness. She discovered that being thanked and praised by others felt really wonderful. From that night on, Luna's life changed in beautiful ways. Oliver often came to play with her, and they collected acorns together and played hide and seek in the garden. Bella the deer also invited Luna to join their dance gatherings, and Luna discovered she actually loved dancing. Though her steps might not be as graceful as Bella's, she danced with joy. More importantly, Luna began sharing her knowledge of flowers with the other animals. She taught everyone how to care for gardens, how to identify different flowers, and how to make beautiful flower crowns. All the little animals loved listening to Luna's explanations, discovering that this once shy little rabbit actually knew so many interesting things. "Ona, you know so much," Bella said admiringly. "Can you teach us how to make flowers bloom more beautifully?" "Of course," Luna said happily. She discovered that when she focused on things she loved and was good at, the shy feeling would disappear, replaced by confidence and joy. Every evening at twilight, Luna still spent special time with her best friend Spark. They would sit in the garden together, sharing the wonderful things that happened during the day. "You know what, Spark?" Luna said to her firefly friend one evening. "I used to always feel like I wasn't good enough, that I didn't deserve to have friends. But now I understand that everyone has their own special qualities, and everyone deserves to be loved and cherished." Spark's glow flickered warmly. "That's exactly right, Luna. And you know what? You've taught me something important too. I used to think my bright light made me different in a bad way, but through our friendship, I've learned that being different can be a wonderful thing. Our differences make us special and help us help others." As the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, Luna and Spark sat together in their garden, surrounded by the sweet fragrance of night-blooming flowers. Luna was no longer the shy little rabbit who hid behind her mama. She had become confident, brave, and kind, but most importantly, she had learned to believe in herself. And Spark was no longer the lonely firefly who felt too different to belong. He had found a true friend who appreciated his unique light and helped him see that being special was a gift, not a burden. Together, they had discovered that the most beautiful friendships are built on understanding, acceptance, and the courage to be yourself. And as they sat under the starry sky, both friends knew that no matter what adventures tomorrow might bring, they would face them together, lighting each other's way with love and friendship.